Mindset. It is Mindset Monday. Come on in. Come on in. Happy Monday. Let me know tonight where are you chiming in from. I see Washington, D.C. on the line with us. Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. I'm chiming in tonight out of the ATL. We're going to be getting started in about 2 more minutes. So you still have time to go ahead and send out those last minute reminders to your guests. I see we have Detroit on here. I see we have the ATL on here. So welcome. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Let us know tonight where you're repping from. Go ahead and rep your city, rep your state. Let us know where you're repping from tonight. It is Money Making Monday. It is Mindset Monday. It is Make It Happen Monday. I see we have Carmen on here from Covington, Georgia. Hi, Carmen. I see we have Jen on here from Kinston, North Carolina. So welcome. Go ahead and put in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let everybody know in the chat, I'm on. Go in the chat and say, hey, I'm on. And send out those last minute reminders. We got to make sure we get our guests on here. We want to make sure our guest is on here tonight because, listen, it is all about our guests. Let them know what we got going on with this Taste and Talk. I'm going to be actually getting started in exactly 60 seconds. So you have 60 seconds to send out those last minute reminders. Let your guests know that we are live. We're live. And so I'm super excited. Again, my name is Sonia Atchison. I'm not going to be before you all very long tonight because I'm doing this with the other half of the Queen crew. And I'm going to be bringing her on to share with you all the compensation plan. I see we have Jacinda on here. Hey, Jacinda from the ATL. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and send out those last minute reminders. Let your guests know that we are live. But one thing about it, if you have not had a chance to introduce yourself, go ahead and do that. But listen, I said we're going to be getting started exactly 2 minutes past the hour, and it is that time. So I want to be respectful of your time. And so we're going to go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just share a little bit about my story before we get into, the Taste and Talk portion. My name is Sonia Atchison. Again, I'm actually in ATL Atlanta. Actually, I'm in Covington, Georgia. I always say the ATL because some people are like, where's Covington? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to be on here tonight. I'm very honored, for this company. Listen, we have our coach, our beautiful coach. I know she's not on here tonight. I know she's out celebrating. But listen, say happy birthday to Natalie Nicole Smith. Today is her birthday, so we actually want to give honor to her. We want to just let her know that we love her, tell her happy birthday. So just put a happy birthday in the chat to her. Again, I know she is definitely not on here, but we definitely want to say happy birthday to her. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me just share with you all my story and how I even got involved with this amazing company that you're going to hear about tonight. If I'm going to share my screen also, but I just want to tell you all, listen. Never be that person to say no to something that you have no idea what it is that you're saying no to. Because some of you all are guests and some of you all, some of your friends may have reached out to you and say, listen, I have an opportunity. I have these amazing products. I just want you to take a look. I just want you to have an open ear for about 30 minutes and listen to the information. Sometimes, you may have to go back at that person, 4 times, 5 times. And, they'll say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get on because you know what, Erica has, introduced me for the last 5 times, but I'm just going to go ahead to shut her up. You know how sometimes you go to a timeshare, you're not interested, but you're just going to go ahead and listen to the information. But you know what? I'm so glad that Jay and we had an open ear because, ladies and gentlemen, my background, I used to be a corporate project manager in corporate America. And I had that plush job. I had that job that I thought that I would retire from. But listen, the company had different plans. They actually gave me they didn't even retire me. I said, this is basically they fired me. Because honestly, because I tell a person all the time, when you get laid off, that's just a cute way of saying that you're fired. But let me share with you all my story because I was training a young lady for 90 days. I trained her for 90 plus days. She had just graduated from college. And so I had, and once I trained her, right, I had got a stellar performance evaluation, which I always did. I was already at 6 figures at that company. I had a strong 6-figure income. And Jay and I was actually already doing direct sales network marketing with another company. And so, before we even got introduced, when we first got introduced, and so we had actually got to the point of in that direct sales network marketing company, we was averaging at least $12,000 a month on an average every single month. Our highest month in that company was $19,000. And so listen, once I finished training this young lady, because really that was actually my plan B, the direct sales network marketing company, because people that I worked with at that time, they say, I don't understand why you're still working here. And I still work there because I did not have enough belief that Jay and I could honestly do this, me anyway, on a full-time basis. And so I loved actually what I was doing, just to be 100 with you all. And so I got that call to come into human resources. I got it once I was going to human resources. I was so excited to get into the human resources office because in my mind, I thought that particular day that I was going to get a raise or a promotion. I had no idea. Once I got into the human resources department, they asked me, they said, Sonia, do you have your corporate American Express card? And I said, yes. And they said, okay, do you have your key card, which is, my identification card to get into the building? Which I thought was odd that they asked me about the ID card, because I thought to myself, why would they ask me that? There's no way I would have been able to get into the building without it. But of course I said yes. And they said, well, actually, we're doing some corporate restructuring. We're doing some downsizing. We need you to relinquish your corporate American Express, and we need you to relinquish your key card because today is actually your last day. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as I started out, I told you to always have an open mind. And so I'm so glad that Jay and I had an open mind, because that plan B that we had, which was, us doing direct sales network marketing, because a lot of times you hear about something like this, you're like, you know what? It's one of those things. I'm not interested. And listen, that plan B became my plan A. And that was actually 15 years ago, to be 100 with you. I have never, ever looked back. I have never went back to corporate America. I'm not telling nobody on this call tonight to leave their job. Not one person. I'm not saying to leave your job, but what I am saying is to have an open mind. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I was actually, fast forward, I was really 50 pounds overweight when I heard about this company. I didn't know that one person who was doing TLC, Total Life Changes, the company that you're going to hear about tonight. I didn't know not one person, actually, but I kept seeing this little green package of tea all over social media. I was very, very intrigued because I was very interested to find, okay, what is this tea that everybody just posted all over social media? And at that time, we had the slogan that said, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And I was very interested in that because I was a person, Jay and I both, I was really already in the gym. I was already in the gym. I was already with a health and wellness direct sales network marketing company, but I was still 50 pounds overweight. The products was not giving me the results that I was looking for. So I really was not able to get people on the health and wellness side of it, for the weight loss portion of that company, to actually even try the products, because of the fact they looked at me and say, okay, you've been with this company, 5, 6 years, whatever, you still look the same. Not people that were friends of mine. And so fast forward, ladies and gentlemen, so I kept seeing this tea all over social media. I really want to try it, but I want to sneak and try it. I said, okay, let me not comment on this person's post publicly, because somebody who in the company that I was with at that time, they may see my post and they may say, okay, why you want to try this and you already with this company? And so I sent a private message, and this is real. This is for real. I didn't know the person from a can of paint. I sent him a private message and I said, you know what? I've been seeing this tea all over social media. I really want to try that tea. I tried the tea. Jay didn't even know I was trying the tea. I didn't even tell him. And I was praying to God that it come when he is not at home, so I could sneak and make it and sneak and try it. And so, I actually tried. I got the tea. They mailed me the tea. I tried the tea. I made the tea, and I put the tea in a gallon. I put it all in the back of the refrigerator because I didn't want him to try the tea. He didn't know nothing about the tea. I didn't even want him to know what it was. And so I tried this tea. The tea made a gallon. And ladies and gentlemen, I lost 7 pounds in my first week. I was so excited. You would have thought that I lost 20 pounds in my first week. I was so excited because, keep in mind, I was already with a company where the products didn't work for me. They had other products that worked, but for the weight loss portion, it didn't work for me. And so I was super, super excited. But listen, the company that I was with, the person that actually introduced us to it, that we was actually enrolled by, was my blood sister. I'm talking same mom, same dad, my sister and my brother-in-law. So how could I tell my sister, I don't want to do this no more? We had done everything together for us, direct sales network marketing, my sister and my brother-in-law. And so we was actually getting ready to leave 2 weeks later to go to Cancun. Jay and I, and my sister, and my brother-in-law. So what we did was, so by that time I done told Jay. So we in Cancun. I done put some tea in some water bottles, put it in my suitcase because we didn't have instant tea. Put the water bottles in my suitcase so I could have enough tea while I was in Cancun. My brother-in-law say, Sonia, what is that you keep drinking? I say, huh? He said, what is that you keep drinking? I said, this, because we hadn't told them yet. I said, this some tea that I actually just brought to Cancun with me because we didn't even know how to tell them that we was actually leaving. And so we got back from Cancun. I was like, okay, I got to just tell my sister, we getting ready to leave. This company right here, I really want to do it because I had lost them 7 pounds in 5 days. So I'm like, well, what can happen? And so, ladies and gentlemen, so actually got on the rest of the products. And so we told them that didn't go over well. Honestly, it didn't. And so, they was actually upset with us. And then, for a minute. And so then they got over it and they was like, hey, I was like, listen, and we support them and wish them well. They had to realize, listen, we are blood. We're not, how people say sis, no. Raised in the same household. And I had to say, hey, sis, listen, we're not finna fall out over this, but this is actually what Jay and I's gonna do. I'm not asking for your permission. I'm telling you what we're gonna do. And so she knows that's how I am. And so I told her I was straightforward. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I went on to lose 50 pounds with these amazing products, ladies and gentlemen, in almost 5 months, 4.5 months. And then my sister started, she didn't come over here, but I know she wanted to because not only the products were working for me, for her either. I mean, just keeping it 100. They are still millionaires in that company, but hey, I know let me share with you. I just want to share with you and show you all my picture, my before and after picture, and share with you. And you may say, Sonia, what are the products that you use? So I got on these products and I couldn't believe it. I was just stunned. I could not believe that, because for me, surgery was not an option for me at all. I would have stayed fat if I had to go up under the knife. And this is no shade on anybody who actually has had surgery, to lose their weight. But for me, I just was like, no, I'm not, that ain't happening. So let me just actually pull up my photo. I want to show you all what my before and after picture. You could actually probably see it behind my screen, but I want to actually show you all what it actually looks like. Let me see if I'm able to share my screen. But while I'm pulling up my photo, you can see, if you can see that banner. But hold on one second right here. And if you've lost any weight on these products that I'm talking about, put in the chat what has been your transformation and let us know what the products has done for you. If you lost 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, let us know what the products has actually, done for you. Let us know what the products has done for you. Because I know for me, the products has truly, truly, truly changed my life. Changed, Jay and I both life, because actually he has lost the products. But I'm gonna before I get to the picture, because I'm trying to find my photo because I had it up before I got on the call. Now I'm looking for it, so I'm not gonna be able to see the picture. So I'm just gonna get right back to the screen. And if I do see it, I'll come back on here and show it to you. So anyway, I don't want to lose a lot of time. I see Nina, 40 pounds. Congratulations. Put some fire in the chat for everybody that has actually transformed. 94 pounds. Wow. 94 pounds. All right. 48 pounds. Congratulations. Listen, they put some fire emojis in the chat for everybody who is actually transformed. And so what products did I use? Actually, the tea, of course, was the first 7 pounds. Once I got on the tea, ladies and gentlemen, then I heard about, I went to a meeting, and that's why I say events are so important. I went to a meeting and I heard a young lady talk about the resolution drops. I didn't study the back office. I didn't know about the resolution drops at that time, because for me, initially it was the tea. We didn't have what we have today. We didn't have, our instant teas, I love the instant tea today. We didn't have the instant teas of what we have right now, but it was the tea. It was the NutriBurst. And let me tell you about the NutriBurst, because one thing about the tea, this tea right here is a soft, gentle cleanse. It's a soft, gentle cleanse. It's not one of those teas that's gonna, you're at the red light, skirt, you got to pull over and use the restroom. It's not one of those teas. It's a gentle cleanse. And I love that because see, one thing about the tea, ladies, when I say a gentle cleanse, it cleanses out the impurities and toxins that's in our body. And I was not familiar with that because I had never, ever done a detox, believe it or not. Because listen, we already know that Thanksgiving is around the corner. After Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, right? Is around the corner. After Christmas, we got what? We got New Year's, right? And so listen, so we got all these holidays that's coming up. We're super excited about the holidays that's coming up. But you know what comes with the holidays is also stacking on some pounds. Because don't you know the stats show that most people, the average person, just between November and January, gain. You don't have to take my word for it. Gain an additional 10 pounds, sometimes 15 pounds just between those couple of months. Because listen, around the holidays, we already know what we do. We eat a lot. We eat a lot of sweets. We eat cookies. We eat pies, cakes, everything. I eat around the holidays. I'm from Louisiana, born and raised. I love to cook. And so, ladies and gentlemen, listen, so it was and once you actually, one thing I love about, because see, some people will come to you and they say, Sonia, I want to know what the ingredients is in it. And I said, let me tell you something. I turn the package over. I say, hey, I'm going to let you read what's in it, right? Because when you go to the grocery store, do you read every single thing that it is that you buy? Because listen, I didn't put 50 pounds on by going to McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's and say, you know what? I have a number 3. But hold on one second. Let me find. Can you tell me the ingredients that's everything that's in that number 3? No. I say I have a number 3, large soda. They ring up, pay for them. What you do? You eat it afterwards, right? So a lot of time when they ask those questions, listen, that's just a stall tactic, right? That's just a smoke screen or what have it. And so anyway, so after you take the bad out of your body, just like a car, you cannot drive a car for 20 years and never ever get the oil change. Same thing with your body. Because see, us as ladies, we get our hair done, we get our nails done, all that stuff. We can take care of the outer, but we got to take care of the inside, right? So after you take the bad out of your body, you got to put good nutrients in your body. And then we have this amazing part where you put the good nutrients back in it with our NutriBurst. We like to call this, put it in the chat, ladies. What do we call the NutriBurst? Y'all already know. We call this liquid gold. I take this product, Jay and I both, every single day. This is an amazing product. But this right here, it has 72 minerals, 22 phytonutrients, 19 amino acids. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this right here it has every single vitamin that you could think of. But what I love about it, one rip and sip, one capful, one of these, it's equivalent to eating 10 green raw salads a day. And I say, I don't know about you. Now put some fire emojis in the chat if you're going to eat 10 green raw salads a day. Now, see, I don't know about you. I'm not going to eat 10 green raw salads a day. Matter of fact, I had a salad today. I had one salad. I'm not going to eat 10 salads a day just to get the nutrients in my body that my body needs. Because see, once you put the croutons, the cheese and all of that, you done already killed it anyway, right? And so I love the NutriBurst because it puts the good nutrients back in your body. And then we also have the NRG. That right there gives you amazing energy. I love this NRG because listen, I'm on the go all the time. And this NRG gives me the natural raw energy that I need without my body crashing, right? So I love this right here because it gives you exactly what it is that your body needs. It gives you mental clarity as well as mental focus. Because see, listen, I don't care if you're 22 or 82. We all need mental clarity as well as mental focus because listen, the mental clarity, because I remember one time I was talking to my sister on the phone and she could tell that I was distracted. I done tore the house down. I mean, and she kept saying, Sonia, what is it you do? I said, girl, I could not find my cell phone. She said, girl, you're on the phone talking to me. I was like, oh, you know what? I need some mental clarity. I need my NRG. Have anybody, I know I'm not the only person who's ever done that. If you've done that before, let us know in the chat, right? Don't say, hey, Sonia, it's just you, right? And listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's one, but this is my weight started to shred off to get those 50 pounds off when I added this product right here. I went to this meeting. I heard a young lady talk about this product right here. I had never even tried the resolution drops. I said, you know what? She was talking about how she had lost 70 pounds. And at that point, I had lost about 20 pounds, 21 pounds. I was like, man, I still got some more weight to lose. I really want to get this weight off of me. And so, because I couldn't be in TLC for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and keep borrowing somebody else's story. I had to be a product of the product myself. I knew my husband didn't have, well, he wasn't gonna tell me, right? But you are ladies, he wasn't gonna tell me. I already know that right out because if something was too tight, I said, babe, how does this look? Oh, it looked good. He know it didn't look good, but he said it looked good, right? Happy wife, happy life. So listen, I knew for me, I knew I needed to lose weight. And so I still needed to lose some more weight, even after I lost the 20 pounds. And so I was like, hey, went to that meeting. I heard the lady talk about this. I said, wow, I ordered it that night. I got on the resolution drops. This was like really like what they call it, lipo in a bottle. It did what it was supposed to do. But guess what? Before I bring my sis and my friend, because I can tell y'all about the money. Listen, we came out with a brand new revolutionary reformulated product, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited about this control. I'm telling you, this control, listen, this control is a game changer. It really, really is. If you have not tried the control, oh my goodness. If you have not tried, if you're a person that likes to snack, if you're a person say, listen, you want to take control of your own weight, you want to take control of your body, you want to get yourself some control. I'm serious. I don't care if it's 20 pounds that you want to lose, 15. This right here, Talinthia would tell you, is a complete game changer. Listen, it is reformulated. This right here, listen, this control right here, it is gut friendly, a daily probiotic. But I said, you know what? I don't have a lot of weight to lose. Honestly, I don't. But I said, you know what? I want to be a part of the product. I got on this control. Actually, I didn't even take it at frequency. I really didn't. Jay did. I waited till we got back home and we ordered. I got on this control, ladies and gentlemen, tell you something. And I'm a cooker. I cook almost every day because ain't nobody in the house with Jay and I. So I cook a lot. And so listen, we had to throw stuff away because we wasn't even able to eat it for us leftovers. And that's the truth. We went to the game yesterday, and most time I'm gonna go to the game. Listen, I already know I'm gonna have my popcorn, I'm gonna have my brisket. Wasn't even able to get none of that yesterday, right? And so this right here, it truly stops you from doing a lot of snacking if you snack a lot. But this is a game changer. I got on the control on Monday of last week. I was at 140. By the time Friday got here, ladies and gentlemen, I was at 136 from Monday to Friday. And it's because, but listen, this is not a product that you're gonna sit there and say, okay, you're just gonna drink water. You still get to eat your food, right? But it actually controls you. If you eat 3 times a day, you're gonna find yourself eating probably 2 times a day or 1.5. You're not gonna be able to eat the entire meal. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, I have a friend, I have a business partner. She out there in the DMV area. And you know what? Her and her husband, because she does this with her husband also, but it's going to be her half of the husband, the better half tonight. She is a documented, because I was there to celebrate her and her husband, Tion, go across stage this month in Detroit, Michigan. She is a documented 6-figure income earner in this company right here, Total Life Changes, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? She actually is a retired federal worker. I didn't even know this until today, that she did over 36 years for the federal government, right? And listen, I couldn't believe when she said it because I didn't heard it, but when you have to hear it again, ladies and gentlemen, listen, in this company right here on these products, she has lost over 80 pounds. Y'all put some claps and some fire emojis in the chat for that. And I'm talking about none. She's going to come in here. She's going to do this other half and tell you all how we get paid over here. She's been able to transform not only her body, but her bank account, 6 figures. Give her some fire emojis. Listen, give her some claps in that because that is simply amazing. I'm talking about none other than my beautiful friend, Queen Talinthia. Talinthia, have you made it to the back line with us tonight?
Yes, I have. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. Y'all dropped some fire. When she was doing the introduction, I was just getting all excited and hyped. So again, if I start talking fast, y'all better put that stop sign up to say, hey, listen, slow down. But I love it. Y'all dropped some fire. Sonia, you did an amazing job. I am so excited again to be a part of this amazing company. And she told y'all I lost over 80 pounds. She told y'all I'm a federal retired government worker. But here's the deal, I didn't retire on my own will. I was forced out of the government by the administration. So if it was up to me, I would still be working. But because of the administration, I decided that I could not take it any longer. Yes, I was doing TLC since 2015, and I made this now my full time I'm not even going to say job, my full-time experience, because what I love to do is I love to serve and I love to assist individuals in changing their lives. I have lost over 80 pounds. We are six-figure earners. We love what we do, and I really want to get to the money. So can y'all drop some money bags in the chat? Again, happy birthday to our coach, Executive Ambassador Natalie Nicole. I know you are out there enjoying your time today, but let's get into the money. Now, what I love about Mr. Jack Fallon is he made an amazing compensation plan. And if when I was in the government, I only got paid one way, but Mr. Jack Fallon pays us five different ways. Y'all drop five in the chat if you understand what I'm talking about. See, our first way of getting paid, it is called retail commission. Y'all say retail. Retail commission. Once you decide to partner with Miss Sonia Atchison, with Miss Andrea Phoenix, see, Mr. Jack Fallon is going to give you a free state-of-the-art website. Can y'all drop free in the chat? He's going to give you a free website that goes live as soon as you purchase and sign on a dotted line to say yes to this amazing company. And what I love about this, soon as my link goes live, I can send it to Lisa. I can send it to Mr. Anthony, and they can pick the product that they decide that they want to purchase. And then I am going to get a commission of $20 off of that product that they purchase. Now, if they purchase two products, I'm going to get $40. See, Mr. Jack Fallon has made this business very lucrative to us because not only is he paying us retail commission, he's also upgraded it now that we can get paid a retail match. So every time my personally enrolled individuals on my team, every time that someone purchases a product from off of their website, I'm going to get a retail match bonus. Can y'all say cha-ching for me? Y'all just say cha-ching because that is amazing. And if you are a real go-getter, you'll be out there just see Sonia is out there really getting it. Sonia and Mr. J, they out there getting it. So every time they're selling that product and they're doing amazing, they're doing great. They every time they sell that product, there's $2 going in there. There's $4, whatever the product is that the person purchased. They're going, their coach, their sponsor is going to get a match bonus. See, what I love about this as well, as soon as you say yes, as soon as you say yes and you become a partner with TLC and you sell a product, you get you a customer within the first 72 hours, not only will you get $20, see, you'll get $20 from that order. The company is going to give that to you. Now, I love this because the second way that we get paid is called the first order bonus. Now, Sonia said, all right, I love what I heard. I love the products. And I want to go ahead and say, yes, I want a partner. I want to lock in my spot. And she go ahead and she purchases $200 worth of products. I'm going to get half of that order. So that's going to be $100. I'm going to receive $100 of her $200 purchase. Now you have Andrea. She's purchased $300 worth of stuff. Again, I'm going to get half. That's $150. So every time someone purchases and it's their first order, you're going to get 50% of that. Did I tell y'all this was a great compensation plan? Did I tell y'all? Now, the third way that we get paid is called binary commission. Here at TLC, we build two legs of business. So when you personally sponsor someone on your left side, that's your first enrollee. And then you personally enrolled someone on your right side, that is your second enrollee. That unlocks the third way of pay. That is the binary commission. And our binary commission, it caps out at $30,000. Where are they doing that at? $30,000. So every time Now, I said I was going to only talk about 3 ways, but now I'm just going to go ahead and just let you know because I said we get paid 5 ways. So, the fourth way that we get paid is called the match bonus. So, here, once you reach the rank of director, you will tap into the matching bonus. We get paid every Thursday, and we also have daily pay. See, Mr. Jack Fallon said he's going to be the Uber of network marketing. Anybody that needs to get their commission on the daily basis, you can also tap into that way of pay. We get paid every Thursday, and I have not missed a paycheck since I've been in this company. And did I say I've been here since 2015? So every Thursday, they look at the lesser leg, and you will get paid from that volume. So just say Sonia is out there, she's doing her thing, and she's made $5,000. I'm going to get half of that $5,000. Now she's going to get her $5,000. Mr. Jack Fallon is going to pay her $5,000, and he's also going to pay me 2,500. Y'all go ahead and drop half in the chat. Go ahead and drop half in there, because I know if y'all like what I'm hearing, y'all gonna be putting half in the chat. Now, the last and the final way that we receive our pay is called the lifestyle bonus. Mr. Jack Fallon, he loves us. So once you reach the rank of national director, you will receive a bonus of $1,500 that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So if you want to just go out and eat, you can, but now we're on control, so we don't really need to really, go out there and spend all that money to just look at the food and then just pack it up to bring it home, because that's what's happening. If you're taking control, then you already understand what I'm talking about. Now you can get your hair done, your nails done, go get your makeup, whatever it is that you desire to do with your $1,500, it is your choice. You're not locked into doing anything. But for me, what I would do, see, I'm going to already go ahead and put some of that money back into my inventory, okay? I'm not going to mess up my inventory. So those are the ways, the 5 ways that we get paid. And what I want you guys to understand is now is the time to lock in your spot. Now is the time to say yes to TLC. Now is the time for you to tap in, to lock in, and take control of not only your health, but your finances, not only your wealth, but your family, not only your legacy, but you got to also take care of you. My name is Talinthia Bolden. It's been my pleasure to serve you tonight on this platform. So Sonia, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and then that's it.
Okay, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. An amazing, amazing job. Y'all give us some fire emojis in the chat tonight for Miss Talinthia Bolden. Didn't she do absolutely amazing? Because one thing I failed to mention, listen, ladies and gentlemen, her and her husband, they are top retailers in this company, ladies and gentlemen. They are at the top, right? So we want to congratulate them for that. But we want to know, is there any questions do anybody have before we conclude tonight? Do anyone have any questions? Anything that you don't understand, and we're going to close it out. We just want to see if there's anything that we can answer and help you all with any questions. Any questions? No questions? Okay, going once, going twice. Okay, well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Listen, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, same time, same place, same link. Join us. It won't be us, but we have 2 more amazing speakers that'll be on here tomorrow night. So get your guests. Make sure you get your guests to be on here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have an amazing night, everybody. See each and every last one of you at the top. Thank you, Talinthia.